4. Scary's been good to cut it off. He's going to continue to be on that roll, potentially of watching that Hall execute comes through.
The Trailblazer and that shot, the recon coming out. Izu going to be taken down yet again, trying to bounce his way forward, ends up falling. Execute coming up with a kill. Cove thrown down. Has to go for the reload, starts pushing forward. It's Carpe. Lines up the shock dart, takes out Egoist. The man advantage now going to be there for the side of T1. Answering dart comes through. A smattering of damage going to be found as Saya player continues to creep up. Waiting for his moment to try to backstab, but they know that they've interrupted this spike plant. Now they all start working their way out onto the site. Darien able to find one, Carpe finding the other. The time dwindling. His Saya player ready to strike, and strike he does. Stops him from planting, gets the kill, and suddenly T1 are in the lead.
Godox.
Tremendous patience here from Saya. Great communication for T1. Waiting until the absolute last possible minute. The whole time during the post plant, my eyes were firmly placed on some of this great utility from Carpe, but also I was watching Scary to see where he was looking, to keep track of the angles that he's watching, because I'm so keen to see if he is going to be able to catch Saya slipping just a little bit too soon, but Saya never gives him the opportunity. It has to be a full-on reinforce onto the site. T1 calling that out gives the perfect opportunity for Saya to come in and finish the job.
Okay, well this time it was a total shift from the side of T1. The read set up for that B site. Excurate, Rossi, again, the two players hovering around A with Carpe quick on the rotation over here. Bleed. They start taking the site. This Fury going out, looking for the tags. Crazy guy trying to hound him down, but only gets the one there onto Excurate. He survives, and that means that he is still going to have that ultimate in his back pocket. So Reckoning can be invested here for the retake.
Darien spotted out by the Pyramids. Scary still trying to lock this Hall down, making things difficult for T1.
The Reckoning invested. Scary pulling back, it would seem, as Darien able to find Rossi. Shot coming through, avoids that damage. Chunk down to 45, so the shock dart will take him down to 5.
Oh, Izu on the backstab.
Saya player crept up into the corner. You can see Darien a bit wary of this. Can he get the shot? In the outside, Izu swinging the corner, can't quite pick his target, puts some damage down, but doesn't get the kill. Saya will be able to find Darien, but the time again ticking, dwindling away, and it seems like Bleed are not done yet. They will not allow for T1 to take this map away from them. The spike will erupt, and we will go into overtime.
What an incredible map. What a way to kick off VCT Pacific. Right into an overtime, and finally Bleed is able to get a round in after it seemed like T1 and maybe finally found their footing. Take some big ultimates, take some good positioning here, and Izu there just kind of gets, you know, in that spot where you see so many targets and you think, oh, I've got the multi-kill of the century lined up in front of me.
You're a puppy in a pet store. There's just toys everywhere.
It's like me when I see a giant tub of Legos. I'm just like, oh, yes. Let's go. We're going to the moon today. But it's a tough spot there. I mean, I like what T1 does, but again, Bleed eventually there in that last round has enough presence of mind to...
Guess what time it is?
No, I don't want to. You can't make me.
I think at this point, let's just break the overtime record.
Yeah, sure.
At this point, just
why not? I'm here for it. I mean, I fully embrace the madness. I'm all about it.
Let's go as far as we possibly can.
Yeah. I'm not on the cast tomorrow, so have fun.
I am.
I know.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end up living at the venue tonight. I'm just gonna find a nice place to curl up. Got my nice puffy jacket. Oh, that'll be good enough to keep me comfortable.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Just get tuckered out, and catch some Z's, wake up 3 hours later, and do the next one. But hopefully, once again, we'll be able to get this sorted and get things underway once again as we get ready to go into that overtime. This is just, I mean,
look,
of course.
Yeah. It's all just part of the fun.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes these things happen, and
we can only hope that the currently tied up going into OT game has been worth the issues, which I think it has.
Yeah.
Because it has been very good, very back and forth, very streaky between these squads.
Right.
And you could tell just, I mean, how much this means to both teams, because you know, T1 and Bleed both coming in with different rosters from what we saw from them last year. The hype behind Yay, etc. Both teams desperately want this win, and that's not even considering just the ramifications of the setup for Kickoff and how brutal this system is.
Right. I mean, you lose one match and things start to get extremely difficult for your chances of just even getting into playoffs or getting beyond, you know, finding yourself in Masters Madrid. It's a really rocky road that you have to go through. So, I mean, what I really like is that I'm seeing, like, some good reads on both sides, like some good kind of understanding of the map and good ideas of, like, where the teams are going to go. But, you know, sometimes it is a lot of times coming down to firepower. I mean, these players are really having some big moments. You know, whether you think about Saya, KIRI, Yay, Darion has been really good. So it's been, Izu has had some just phenomenal rounds, of course, with the ace. So it's really kind of felt like a brawl. I mean, the rounds have been a lot faster paced than maybe as I was expecting. T1 is a little bit on the slower side usually. Bleed, I can get it. You know, Ye talked about it in the video right before the match, that one thing that he kind of had to adjust to, or at least, you know, he felt when he came to Pacific, was the intensity and the pace of play is way different here. And that is absolutely true, as you're seeing here today. But I mean, he's handling it quite nicely, and you know, the Neon, he's had a couple awkward moments, but you have to understand, like, if you're watching Ye and you're seeing him run into a site backwards, it's not like he's making bad plays. He's doing that because the team needs him to. He's doing selfless things to try to make entries for his team. And yeah, sometimes it doesn't work, but that's his job as the Neon in this case. And that's the game plan that Bleed has. So he's doing his best here coming in and, you know, really putting up some, of course, good moments with the operator and stuff, but doing some dirty work as well that you're going to be called upon as a duelist.
Yeah, and that's actually something I really like that you bring up, because I feel like, you know, kind of since his departure from the Americas League last year, a lot of the conversation is, okay, well, Ye needs a team like Optic was that can enable him to play this way. Maybe Ye needs a team where he can enable the other players to play a certain way. And if Bleed, you know, if this combination of players ends up playing off, it seems like that might be the direction that it's been taken in, rather than them bringing back the El Diablo of old. It's Ye being a damn good player, but also playing selfishly and, or selflessly, I should say, selflessly, and enabling the rest of his team to find that impact.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I really like what I'm seeing from him, honestly, on this Neon. It is an unconventional pick. Yeah, it's going into overtime, but you're pushing a really good T1 team here to the limit on your first map ever together on stage. By the way, he's never played with them on stage. Yeah. Like, this is the first time. So, like, him having that selflessness to come in here, play like that is really encouraging, and I think as a Bleed fan, yeah, you would, of course, want the win on the map, but you have to really like what you've been seeing. Everybody here has had some really good moments. I think, personally, I'm seeing some really good stuff with their control of the map, their ability to make some pretty decent reads at times, but T1 just has really good responses as well. So, as expected here today, I mean, we'll see how deep we go in this one, but, you know, this is right what you wanted. It should be 3 really good matches.
One can only help, but first we got to get through this one. So, ideally, we could dive into this OT and see who's going to be able to take that first round. Because that's something that, you know, as we've been coming out of the halves, the pistols have been really rough for the side of T1. They need to have a strong start with a full buy coming into this one. So
and that's why they've been
footing early. Maybe they can just run away with it, but the same very much could be said for Bleed.
And, I mean, if you're a T1 fan, the good news is that's where they've been good. Is in the buy rounds. I mean, that's where they've really done most of their damage. So, certainly, that could be the case. We'll see. Still trying to get this figured out.
Well, let's play a mini game.
Oh, good.
While we wait for this to be taken care of, because we saw Crazy Guy. He's kind of living up to the name. He's bringing out a weapon in a couple of those rounds that we haven't seen too much of. He's bringing out the Ares.
Yep.
So let's play a game called Are You Smarter Than Brennan Hook? How much does the Ares cost?
Was it 2,600?
The Ares.
Oh, the Ares. Sorry, 1,550?
You are exactly as smart as Brennan Hook. Congratulations. The answer
No,
is
wait,
1600.
He said 1550,
Yes.
right? That's what he said. Okay. It's 1600. You're right. I thought you said the Outlaw, and I'm like, that's 2600, right? So, no, I am not as smart as Brennan Hook.
Well, you ended up on 1550, so
That's good.
it ends up being right on the same level.
I do my best. It's been a long day already.
It has been. It's, yeah.
How much does a Headhunter bullet cost in this patch?
Oh, well, it's just been,
Yeah.
Wait, is the buff in this patch?
No.
No, it's not. So it's still 150.
Correct.
Yeah, and then it's going to 100.
That's correct.
I
All
play
right.
chamber.
Well, yeah, you do. You are a chamber specialist. I should have given you something more difficult. I should have been like, how much does the turret cost per killjoy?
It's free.
Trick question.
But, yeah, I mean, look, we're right there with you guys. Made the point. Game's been going on for a while. Had a couple little, buffer moments where we had to wait to get things resumed, much like this one right now.
Yeah. I mean, this is... I think you and I have all been here.
Yeah.
These things happen.
Everyone...
This isn't even the worst I've ever had.
Oh, yeah, no, we've had some. But,
you can keep it off.
Yeah,
I never recommend
people should take
that.
bets
I like
in
to have
chat.
it organized.
Guess
So you
how
wanna
many
make sure
coffees
check
will I
the
have
stuff
at the end of
on all
today?
the roles that you create. So now we're just
And I'll
gonna
tell you
create
right now.
What should I set the over/under at?
Well, I'll tell you how many I've had now.
Okay.
And then you can maybe extrapolate from here how many more I'm going to have.
So
So far, I have had 3 Ice Americanos.
whoa, really? 3?
I've had 3 Ice
Dang.
Americanos.
How are you outpacing me on coffee? Usually I'm the one who's like draining lattes like it's my God-given duty.
I was sucking down the coffee like it was gonna make the game start soon.
And look what happened. Didn't work, did it, Achilles?
Yeah, totally worked.
I have had half a Red Bull today though. That's where we're heading.
Have you not had your coffees yet?
I had like 1.5.
You bought those
Well, it's sitting downstairs.
like 7 hours ago.
I know.
6
There
hours
is no
ago.
longer any ice in my ice latte.
Yeah. Well,
It is now a lukewarm latte.
Well, admin's still on the stage. If you get any updates, obviously we'll push those forward to you lovely people. So far, flying in the dark. It's probably a bit more, of the same that we've kind of been seeing here.
Yeah.
So,
Seems like it.
players just,
Seems like it from that camera perspective.
yeah, let's give them a brief little moment. Take the headsets off, perhaps. Chill. Stop your ears from becoming sore. Though they have over ears, so they have like cups, so they don't have to worry about hurting their ears.
That's true.
Ours just sit right on top.
They get a little painful after.
And when you have glasses on, oh boy, it can be very unideal when that happens.
That's why I gave up the glasses and switched to lenses. Do you not? Why don't you wear contact lenses? I've actually been meaning to ask you this.
I just think I don't know. I think I look weird without the glasses on. I think I've seen myself in glasses for so long because I think I started wearing them when I was 12, when I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
That at this point, if I see myself without glasses, I think I look bizarre. I had to, not fight, but I had to have a discussion with my wife when we were getting ready to have our wedding ceremony because it's like, well, I want to wear my glasses. She's like, no. You will wear contacts because she likes me better without the glasses on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean,
she'll come up to me and she'll take my glasses off and then go, oh, like,
that's so adorable.
like now I can be attracted to
you. That's so
like, oh, thank you so much, honey.
Thanks.
It does wonders for my self-esteem, given that I wear my glasses 99% of the time.
Jeez, man. All right, this is a good opportunity. I'm gonna give you like the one compliment I'm gonna give you all year. And you look good with glasses. I like your glasses. I think they suit you.
Thank
so
you.
You're welcome.
There's a punchline coming up. It feels like.
I don't have one yet.
Okay.
The puns are
they
really.
They suit you. I think your glasses look good, but.
But. No,
the rest of your face sucks.
Yeah, you're kind of. All of this needs a little work. Oh, hey.
The fans showing some support, saying, fighting!
Yes, we are fighting.
As everybody here, of course, is working their way through all of this nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the glasses suit you. There's no glaring issues.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, maybe I should try contacts more, and then I would get used to being away from the glasses a bit more. Because like, it's to the point where, like, even when I go snowboarding, I wear glasses.
Really?
Yeah. So
you don't have like goggles.
I don't snowboard with goggles. If anything, I could use a visor, like a pull-down visor, and that can go over top. But even then, I usually do that. And I'm like, I just can't see as well, so I just end up putting the visor up. But luckily, I have.
That doesn't like bother you? It doesn't like get in your glasses?
No, not really.
Okay.
But I've broken my collarbone while snowboarding, but never my glasses.
That's actually kind of impressive.
Yeah.
Like you just had to protect those. Like you love the glasses so much. You're like collarbone. You got to take one for the team.
I'm the polar opposite of Velma from Scooby-Doo. I never lose, never break these things. But the rest of my body can be shattered instead.
You also kind of have the same glasses of her. Velma's got pretty similar glasses to you now that I think about it.
That would be me, though. If they ended up falling off while I was snowboarding, I just wouldn't be able to...
You would be done.
Be like, somebody help me. At least it's like, okay, well, I just have to look for the black frames on the white snow. So that would stand out even with my limited vision.
That's true. That's true. You wouldn't have too difficult of a time finding them. I gave up the glasses a while ago. I used to wear them.
I can't. I mean, those are like two things I can't imagine you wearing: glasses and having hair.
Yeah, and I used to have both.
Yeah.
I used to have really long hair.
That's frightening to me.
Have I ever showed you the pictures of when I had long hair?
I think I saw it when it was like not
maybe
long, but
maybe I'll post them on social media after. I look way different.
Anyways,
like follow me at Paperthin here on Twitter. Selfless plug. I will post. I'll just do it. I will post a picture of myself after this match of me with long hair. Remind me to do it because I will forget because today is long.
It's gonna end up on the disturbing images subreddit.
What do you mean disturbing? I was a handsome young lad.
I have known you for years.
I know.
The fans are staring at us.
It's disturbing because
but like I have known you for years, and you have just always been bald.
Yeah.
So yes, it's strange if I see you with hair.
Now I see
the same thing with Wolf on the LCK.
Yeah.
When the first time I ever saw a picture of him without a beard, I was like, "What the hell is this?"
That's true. That would be off-putting. I would say off-putting, not disturbing. That's why I was like disturbing. I was like, man, I wasn't that ugly.
You become so accustomed to something that when you see it, not that anymore. It's just, it's like seeing Crashies without a chain around his neck.
True. That would be very unsettling.
It just doesn't feel right. Or like if we saw, if Jaya came out on stage today and he had shaved his facial hair, that would probably take some people by surprise.
Yeah, or if we saw, Sideshow in regular clothes.
At this point, Sideshow, look, I love Sideshow to death. Sideshow is a bit like, what's her name from the X-Men?
What, Mystique?
Mystique. He's a bit like Mystique. Every time you see Sideshow, there's something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like there was the time a couple of years ago where he decided to shave his eyebrows for subs. So like,
I remember that.
I've seen that man with long hair. I've seen that man with long curly hair. I've seen him with just short curly hair. I've seen him bald. I've seen him with his
mustache.
His Robotnik mustache.
Yep.
I've seen him with the attempts at the beard as well. And he's just different every time you look at him. So whether it comes down to what his facial hair looks like, his clothing, nothing that Sideshow does will kind of surprise me anymore.
Is this why he grew the Robotnik mustache? Because in Japan, they call him Eggman. You know, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's not Dr. Robotnik. It's actually Eggman. Yeah. Now it all makes sense.
I mean, he's been the egg for quite some time now.
That's true. He can have that title. I don't want it. It's all his, man.
Perumahan kita si Fajar tidur kayaknya. Kehujanan kayak
Nonton Terus dulu deh.
Tuh, pas gua pagar mana gak ada yang gantung. Pemilu banjir. Pemilu banjir. Banjir gua guys, anjir nyoblos hujan. Banjir. Kan sebelum pemilu liburan, Pak ya? Liburan. Liburan penuh banget. Banget. Pas lagi pemilu kan libur, penuh banget. Mall ya by the way ya, maksud gua.
Tanggal 14 tuh barengan sama Valentine.
Iya, Valentine lagi. Udah pemilu, libur, Valentine, promo,
Kagak ada, gue nyari diskon. Kemarin gue nyari ya merek-mereknya emang terkenal gila sih kagak.
Ya kita tempat makan kan sebenarnya diskon itu.
Oh itu diskon ya?
Diskon, 70% segala macam. Makanya ngajak family makan pas pemilu.
Yoi.
Diskonnya banyak.
Yoi. Kayak banyak yang berpikiran seperti itu.
Mana tumben bawa kita makan-makan. Wah. 70%.
Yoi.
Kalau nggak sih kita makan di warung depan masjid biasa.
Kemarin 12 orang sejekot.
12 orang sejekot?
Iya.
Oh itu murah banget sih.
Murah sih, oke lah termasuk oke. Maksudnya
Restoran
untuk
gede.
sekelas restoran gitu
Restoran
kan.
gede guys.
Sekelas
Restoran, guys.
restoran.
Seriusan?
Hah? Lo yang bayar ya? Enggak sih, Andra.
Gua dong. Nah, bini gua nih harus bisa belajar ya. Gam, bisa sekali lu gam gitu dong.
Lah gue udah bilang dari awal loh, semuanya ada gue aja. Makanya gue duduk di terakhir kan ngantrinya. Karena biar gue aja yang bayar. Andra bilang, gak usah. Oke, dengan senang hati.
Ini casing sejuta kan kalau nggak salah ya? Tapi anyway ya, kemarin Valentine lu katanya ngeliat apa?
Oh iya, di parkiran lu tahu teman-teman backstage 2 kan? Kan ada rooftop tuh, 2 cowok sama 2 cewek ngasih bunga gitu ke ceweknya. Di parkiran gue bilang, "Cela anak muda, yang squad."
Lu ngelamar bini lu gimana?
Pakai surat sih, Pak.
Pakai surat yang nangis itu ya?
Oh, nangis sekali udah. Udah dibacain suratnya di live sama bini gua.
Oh gitu?
Udah.
Bukan pakai kucing itu.
Iya, pakai kucing.
Serius?
Jadi
maksudnya?
kayak gua ke cat cafe,
Hah?
suratnya kan dihias sama Andra tuh, tulisannya tulisan untuk Gita, bagus banget kan tulisannya si Andra. Pas di dalam kan cakar ayam tokai. Pas dikasih, tapi cara ngasihnya dong, gue kerja sama cat cafe, gue bilang, "Mbak, nih Mbak, ikat ke kucingnya terus kasih kucingnya."
Nah, begitu ya?
Hah?
Yang si itu kucingnya?
Apa?
Yang di Spider-Man 3. Wait, malah.
Gitu. Malas, anjir goblok.
Kalau gua dong,
Apa?
lagi di warung,
Lama,
bini
guys.
gua kan. Keselak kan, dia bilang, nikah nggak? Kalau nggak ada yang beliin ini nih, nggak ada yang beliin minum nih.
Oh gitu.
Lagi makan, keselak.
Bini gue kalau gue ganjem pakai bill sih. Jadi bill cat cafe kan mahal tuh. Ya udah, kamu yang bayar atau gue yang bayar tapi jadi pacar gue gitu.
Oh gitu. Orang lebih sama ya. Sama mafia loh. Offer you cannot refuse. Tapi anyway, buat kamu ngomong bingung, ini adalah acara yang berjudul Taglass Crew. Ini adalah acara yang harusnya membicarakan
sebuah
seputar
gosip.
game ya.
Betul. Tapi sebelumnya saya mau ngomong dulu teman-teman sekalian ya. Madam Web itu kan banyak film-film kritik mengatakan jelek. Tapi justru gue pengen nonton.
90% bilang jelek.
Justru gue actually penasaran.
Jadi
men.
10%.
Gue actually penasaran. Kalau biasanya soalnya kalau Rotten Tomato bilang jelek, adalah film bagus.
Tapi ntar dulu.
Contoh Bohemian Rhapsody.
Betul, tapi gila dulu, ini Rotten Tomato sama audiensnya sama-sama bilang jelek nggak?
Oh, gitu?
Kalau sosok bilang jelek, emang jelek.
Emang Madam Web audiensnya bilang jelek juga?
Nggak tahu, belum ada, nggak tahu sih. Belum
Tapi yang
lihat.
jelas kalau gue sih nonton Madam Web buat Sydney Sweeney aja gitu.
Sama. Maksud gua.
Dia di foto Instagramnya suka begini-begini terus, Pak.
Coba yang mana sih, Gem? Yang mana sih?
Emang
Kok kayak
gede.
gini-gini gue ketinggalan mulu sih?
Memang Sydney Sweeney tuh sering main di film yang bugil-bugil terus memang.
Siapa? Yang mana? Jangan gimana? Tapi anyway,
Ya kayak gue nonton lebih mau nonton itu aja. Sony nggak nyawa gue sebagai promotornya sih. Sayang sekali ya.
ya hubungan setan.
Nggak ada sih.
Tapi anyway ya, kita ngomongin soal otak dengkul tadi. Kita ngomongin
Otak
soal
dengkul, anjir.
otak ada di mana? Tengkorak.
Enggak, temen gue udah dengkul.
Oh iya.
Sorry ya.
Lupa.
Teman gue minjem, Gem 300.000 ada nggak? Ada nih, pas ditagih. Bro, mana 300.000 kemarin? Kapan kira-kira mau bayar? Tai lah, orang 300.000 doang, pelit lu.
Oh iya bener, itu dengkul
Ada
sih.
tainya soalnya.
Oh itu dengkul sih.
Gitu, ada tai dan pelit lu.
Kenapa nggak lu ropin tai aja sekalian mukanya? Skull and Bones.
Ngomongin tai, Skull and Bones.
Ya.
Quadruple A Games. Gila, Ubisoft yang ngomong loh.
Bisa mengatakan
Ini bukan game triple A,
bukan lagi triple A.
quadruple A.
Quadruple A. Jadi Iya sih kayak itu. Ya kayak cowboy di langit. Apa sih maksudnya? Enggak tahu. Gua ngerti loh dari dulu tuh video klip enggak tahu. Teriak di langit tuh
Belum zaman judi online udah ada dia teriak. Belum zamannya Zeus tuh.
makanya tapi
Aduh.
ya itu ucapan Ubisoft.
Ubisoft quadruple A. Gamenya rilis hari ini, gua mau coba, gua mau beli download.
Itu dia, gue belum nyoba soalnya. Tapi kalau yang gue lihat sih, iya.
Black Flag. Tapi kok ada ikan-ikan itu? Itu. Ikan apa itu? Ikan siluman.
Kalau nih game apa ada ikan poji, baru bener quadruple A. Ngerti nggak jokes gua?
Ikan apa? Ikan poji. Ya Allah. Bukan masalah ngertinya sih. Bocah-bocah juga nggak tahu ikan poji siapa, Bang.
Itu dia makanya. Ngerti nggak jokes gua? Itu bener nggak lucu. Lu yang goblok.
Literally gue pernah gituin orang sih anjir. Lu tahu kan dulu waktu di Indonesia ada yang hashtag terkenal Tifa kan? Tifa waktu itu ya memang bukan Tifa Final Fantasy, bukan.
Tifa siapa?
Ada dulu yang hashtag di Twitter terkenal Tifa kalau nggak salah tentang apa ya? Bukan Tifa alat musik juga bukan. Ya gue cuman bercanda kan, wah Tifa lagi trending, Tifa apa? Apakah yang di Itali muncul lagi? Hehehe, kan gue bercanda kan. Bercanda sambil nunjukin ngepost fotonya Gita lagi jadi Tifa. Literally Pak, makanya Bang ya. Lu tuh harus cari tahu.
Gue tebak. Harus cari tahu dulu Bang. Ini bukan Tifa yang
itu.
Ini Tifa tentang ini. Udah itu lagi ngejokes lu bahas. Goblok 78-an.
Abis itu gue dikatain lagi Pak. Makanya kalau lagi live jangan cuma ketawa-ketawa doang Bang. Direndahin gue anjing, dia yang goblok.
IQ 78 dong rata-rata.
Ngerendahin orang.
Gue aja IQ 129, lu berapa?
115 cuman sih.
115. Berarti kan ada yang IQ 32, ya itu dia. We play dumb, dikira dumb beneran sama orang yang bener-bener dumb.
Jangan Robin Williams dulu bunuh diri gara-gara itu lagi.
Bisa jadi.
Dia kan ngelawak kan.
Kembali ke school and your brain, bones ya.
Oke, gue seneng banget yang memes yang jokes you yang lewat gitu lewat. Gue demen banget tuh jokes itu aja.
Tapi Pak ya, school and bones.
School and Bones.
Kalau lu beli di mana? Beli PC aja.
PC aja, PC. Ya lu PC, gue PC lah. PC, kita coba.
Karena gini, game Ubisoft itu kan,
walaupun
tapi
gua
nggak tahu yang ini ya. Ini online, harus online apa offline ada online-nya kayak Monster Hunter gitu ya?
Semua game Ubisoft sekarang nih, walaupun lu beli yang lama, contoh kayak gue kan mainin lagi Black Flag. Harus online. Untuk Ubisoft Connect-nya itu lu harus online.
Itu
Pak. Sekarang harus. Tapi untuk itu doang, untuk sign in doang. Abis itu wifi lu matiin bisa.
EA ya, kepada
Launcher, men.
Rockstar.
Sebel banget gue.
Lu coba sekali-sekali turutin kata Gaben. Gaben tuh pernah bilang, jangan yang secara kesimpulan ya, ntar lagi-lagi ada yang komen nih. Mana Bang pernah ngomong gitu? Diam. Secara kesimpulan Gaben tuh actually pernah ngomong. Yang PP-nya yang ngomong gitu PP-nya aja. Yang secara kesimpulan artinya coba developer game ini bikin game yang fokus ke menyenangi para gamer. Kalau para gamer seneng, nggak usah lu pakai gimmick-gimmick lah, nggak usah pakai misalnya kayak Denuvo apa segala macem.
Itu dibuktiin men.
Contoh gue ngomong berulang kali nih, CD Projekt Red. Gue ingat banget dulu perilisannya The Witcher 3. Witcher 3 pas rilis itu banyak banget yang ngebajak. Tahu nggak yang dilakuin sama
CD Projekt Red?
CD Projekt Red. Malah ke tempat-tempat di mana dia bajakan. Habis itu dia komen, kalau kamu menyukai game ini beli ya.
Jangan lupa support kita ya.
Coba kayak gitu coba.
Nggak ada ya.
Malah ke tempat bajakan malah komen. Ada orang-orang yang actually suka malah beli.
Betul.
Itu artinya itu cukup sabar untuk membuat orang yang tidak setuju sama kamu jadi login ke kamu.
Betul.
Itu actually psikologis.
Itu dilakuin Komeng.
Sekarang gini.
Dilakuin Komeng.
Betul.
Kemarin nggak ada partai, nggak ada apa pilih.
Sekarang gini, misalnya lu pemabok nih, lu pemabok misalnya.
Hidung gede.
Gue bunuh sih.
Kan pemabok. Katanya pemabok.
Tapi pakai fisik. Kalau main fisik kita. Kayak misal lo pemabok.
Oh iya.
Gue kasih tau nih, bego jangan mabok lagi lo. Besoknya berhenti mabok gak dia?
Lah, duit gua, ya suka-suka gua beli miras, miskin ya.
Anjing. tapi baratnya, ya kan, nggak berhenti mabok malah pengen gue kubur hidup gitu lah. Tapi kalau misalnya gue ngajaknya seperti ini, bro, jangan mabok lagi bro. Lihat kayak gua.
Emang kenapa?
Lihat gua.
Lu miras semua kayak badan. Itu artinya sudah takdir bahwa memang dia mabuknya terus gitu.
Gitu kan. Tapi maksudnya kalau dikasih tau baik-baik, bro. Ayo bro, berhenti mabok bro.
Iya sih.
Bayangin kalau lu nggak mabok.
Iya.
Ini miras lu ini bisa jadi S24 Ultra. Kalau lu ditabung.
Tapi coba dulu.
Mana? Don't lie.
Fuck. Lanjut bentar nih kalau gitu.